May I come in, ma'am?
Come in.
Good afternoon, ma'am. Good afternoon, ma'am. Good afternoon, sirs.
Sit, Sushir.
Thank you, ma'am.
Sushir,
Yes, ma'am.
you are a doctor and now you want to be a civil servant.
Yes, ma'am.
Obvious question, why?
Ma'am, actually, from the school time, I aspired to become a civil servant. I had read one book in 7th standard. It was Me Ek Swapna Paila by Dr. Rajendra Bharud. He was a doctor and then turned into, became an IAS officer. And during COVID, when I was working, he was the district magistrate of Nandurbar district, and his district was doing excellent work in the COVID management. So I was doing medical officer work. So I thought, let's give it a try, and I started preparing for civil services.
Okay. But are you not happy with your own pious work of being a doctor you are already doing?
Sorry, ma'am.
Are you not enjoying your own work of a doctor?
Ma'am, I am more than happy. Currently, also, I am working as a casualty medical officer in Cantonment Hospital in Pune. But while shifting towards civil services, it can provide me wider opportunity, and at the same time, rather than restricting myself to healthcare sector, I can work in other domains like sanitation, rural development. As I have myself come from the rural background, I can use my expertise in the other sectors of the administration.
Okay. It's generally said that doctors go in minute detail, whereas job of a civil servant is very generic. They are generalist.
Yes, ma'am.
So how will you cope up with this specialist, generalist attitude change?
Ma'am, as you rightly point out, that doctor looks at the minute things because he has to diagnose a patient and then prepare his treatment outcomes. But at the same time, ma'am, he looks at the everything from systematic approach, like right from the signs and symptoms to the treatment outcome. I can bring that systematic approach in the administration, which can help me in policy implementation in my initial stage of the career and policy formulation in the later stage of my career, ma'am.
Okay. Is it true that a lot of reports are saying that vaccines are causing more problems than the solution?
Ma'am, personally, I am not sure of the report which says that, but from my
Media reports.
Okay. But from my own experience working as a doctor and like general experience, vaccines are doing more good work rather than causing the side effects, ma'am. So
is it true that after COVID vaccine, many youngsters are also facing heart issues?
Ma'am, there are not very much scientific evidence that suggests this, that youngsters are facing more cardiac episodes after the COVID vaccines. So there are some issues like youngsters are facing more cardiac issues, but we will have to have scientific data for commenting on the side effects of vaccines, ma'am.
Okay. So there is this sickle cell anemia.
Yes, ma'am.
You might know that. What is the policy of government for this?
Ma'am, for that government, it is mainly prevalent in the tribals, and government in the last budget has come up with sickle cell elimination program for the tribals, focusing on the tribals, ma'am.
Any targets?
Ma'am, I am not very sure of the targets. I will revise, ma'am.
Tuberculosis targets for the government?
Ma'am, it was said that we will have tuberculosis free India by 2025.
Okay. You also took up anthropology as your option.
Yes, ma'am.
Why not medical science?
Ma'am, I thought about it, but like medical science was a specialist subject, and I did not have any exposure to the humanities, and I do not wanted another subject which has total humanities having in it. So anthropology was a good combination of 50% related to physical anthropology, and as well as it gave me socio-cultural anthropology, exposure to socio-cultural anthropology, which helped me in my general studies as well as ethics and essay preparation. And comparative to the medical science, which has total 19 subjects, anthropology was a compact syllabus which can be revised well within the prelims and mains period. That's why I took a wise decision to take anthropology.
Okay. Tell me, so many species of humans, homogeneous, has been found out. In India,
Yes,
what
ma'am.
are the various species we have?
Ma'am, first of all, on the northwest part, regarding the Hind Kush mountain and the Potwar plateau, we had found the species of Sivapithecus, Ramapithecus, as well as in the Narmada valley in Hoshangabad, we have found Homo narvadensis, fossils of Homo narvadensis.
Any other
Apart from that, ma'am, I'm not very sure.
islands?
Ma'am, no, ma'am, I'm not sure.
Okay, okay. Okay, I will come.
Thank you, ma'am.
So, dear, you are a doctor and having experience also. Madam was asking about the vaccine.
Yes.
So, what are the side effects of vaccine? Only 3.
Sir, after giving vaccine, patient can undergo fever. He can get fever, acute febrile illness. Secondly, he can have sweating and sweating related problems. Thirdly, there can be issues, systematic issues related to CVS, heart related problems, sir.
Okay. See, variability is the rule of nature.
Sorry, sir.
Variability is the rule of
Yes, sir.
nature. Who has given this code? Which scientist?
Sorry, sir. I am unable to recall.
See, what is the main contribution of Darwin?
Yes, sir. Darwin was the one who gave the concept of variability is the rule of nature. And Darwin gave the natural theory of selection.
And what about Mendel?
Sorry, sir.
George Mendel?
Sir, he gave the concepts of genetics.
Sure. Vavilov?
Sorry, sir.
Vavilov.
Big.
Vavilov. There was one Russian scientist.
I am not very sure, sir. I am not very
Variation and evolution in your
sure, sir.
anthropology.
I will read about it, sir.
Okay. See, you have chosen the subject anthropology, no?
Yes, sir.
Kindly tell 5 features of Mesopotamia civilization.
Sir, Mesopotamia civilization was the contemporary civilization of Indus Valley. And sir, I am not very sure about the specific features of Mesopotamia.
And what about Nile civilization? 5 features.
Sorry, sir.
Okay. What is the percentage of population in India especially which is having schizophrenia? Have you heard this disease?
Yes, sir. Sir, I am not very sure about the actual percentage number of schizophrenia.
Is there any difference between schizophrenia and OCD?
Schizophrenia and sir?
And OCD.
Sir, schizophrenia is a degenerative disorder. It happens with the age that patient. Sorry, sir, I have confused between the schizophrenia and Alzheimer's.
No.
Yes, sir.
Schizophrenia is
And-
one and OCD is
sir.
another.
Sir, in schizophrenia, the patient has symptoms, neurotic symptoms, but in OCD, these are his compulsive behaviors like washing hands, and checking is the door is locked or not, and they are completely different disorders, sir.
So schizophrenia, what is the difference between positive and negative schizophrenia?
No, sir, I am not very sure.
Okay. What about leukoderma?
Sir, leukoderma is a condition in which, sir, I will read about it, sir.
Okay. So, out of these two, schizophrenia and leukoderma, which is genetic disease?
Sir, both can have genetic predisposition, sir. Both can have genetic predisposition to a certain extent.
And what are the reasons of schizophrenia?
Sir, I will read about it, sir. Yes.
In upper society, Why patients are there of schizophrenia? If you have visited Chandigarh, have you visited any time?
No, sir.
Okay. In upper society, the percentage of schizophrenia patient is increasing. What are the reasons behind that?
Sir, I haven't thought about it, and I will read about schizophrenia in detail, sir.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Sushir,
Yes, sir.
you are from Buldhana.
Yes, sir.
So tell me a little bit about Buldhana. What is famous for? Like,
Yes, sir.
why it is famous?
Sir, Buldhana is a district. It is at the base of Satpura Hills. It is called as Buldhana because of the. It is called as Bhil Thana, the abode of the Bhil tribes. That's why the name came. And by two famous places are there is a birthplace of Jizamata, who was the mother of Shivaji Maharaj. Secondly, there is Shegaon. It is famous for the Saint Gajanan Maharaj. It is called as the Pandharpur of Vidarbha. And thirdly, sir, there are wildlife sanctuaries like Amba Barwa and Nyan Ganga.
Okay. Recently, government of Maharashtra has built one sea bridge.
Yes, sir.
Mumbai. Can you tell me about a little bit?
Sir, it is a Mumbai Trans-Free Harbour link, and it connects the Mumbai and the New Mumbai, Navi Mumbai, and cutting the time by 45 minutes. It is a 22-kilometer long bridge, and which will help in reducing the traffic congestion in that region, and also the towns like Mumbai, Pune, the distance can be reduced, sir. Time taken can be reduced, sir.
Okay. Have you heard about string of pulse theory?
Yes, sir.
What it is?
Sir, it is said that China is occupying strategic military bases in the Indian Ocean region, and so that it can encircle the India in the Indian Ocean region.
Can you name some?
Sir, like in the western side, they have Djibouti as a strategic base. In our periphery in Sri Lanka, they have Hambantota, and these are the two, sir, I can remember at this time.
Recently, we have so many news regarding India-Maldives
Yes.
conflict. You can say some. So, what is the problem between India and Maldives, and how India can tackle this problem? What you suggest that India should do like that?
Sir, the recently elected president of Maldives was elected based on the India Out campaign, and after coming to the power, he has been very much vocal about the presence of Indian military personnel in the Maldives, and he has given that India should vacate its military personnel from the Maldives. And I personally feel, sir, that we should respect the decision of the Maldivian government and its people, and we should vacate our personnel. But at the same time, sir, I think Maldives is very much importance for India's strategic importance and the Sagar doctrine of India, and we should continuously engage with Maldives so that it does not, so that we can counter China in the Indian Ocean region.
Because India is facing not only problem not only in Maldives but in other countries also. Like in Afghanistan, we were oriented a little bit more towards Hamid Karzai. In Bangladesh, little bit this ma'am Sheikh Hasina ma'am, and in Maldives also, and even in Sri Lanka also. Is there any defect in our foreign policy, or like we should be more inclusive like thing?
Sir, I would like to differ here, sir. Sir, with the current government, we are focusing more on the strategic autonomy, and we are not aligned with any kind of government ruling there. But we are putting India first and India's strategic interest in the first place, and we are happy to work with any government which is there in the power, sir.
Okay. So, have you heard about medical diplomacy?
Yes, sir.
Can you elaborate it?
Sir, medical diplomacy, like recently during COVID, we have started Vaccine Maitri program, in which we had exported our vaccines to the friendly countries, and through that we were able to conquer goodwill from the nations. This is one of the example of medical diplomacy, sir.
And medical tourism?
Sir, Medical tourism is a concept when a foreign tourist visit to India for seeking benefits of health or wellness in India, sir.
Okay. Do you have any data regarding how much India earning through medical tourism?
Sir, I am not very sure about the earning, but the currently annual growth rate of medical tourism is around 19%, sir, post-COVID period.
Okay, my last question, that is, what is Ayushman Bharat Yojana? Have you heard about that?
Yes. Sir, Ayushman Bharat Yojana is the flagship umbrella scheme of Ministry of Health, and which covers it has two components. First is regarding the primary and secondary health. It has health and wellness centers. And secondly, regarding the tertiary care, it has come up with a insurance policy having 5 lakh per household, and it is given to around 37% of the poorest population of India, sir.
So is it working or?
Sir, currently it has.
Or lacking something?
Yes. Sir, there are some challenges in the implementation. Like the budget is 7,200 for the 7,200 crore for Ayushman Bharat, which is somewhat less. At the same time, sir, there are some allegations that the private impaneled hospitals are charging hefty amounts for minor surgeries, and they are giving it in a package. And thirdly, sir, there are some issues in accessing the healthcare insurance through Aabha card, the Ayushman Bharat Digital Health Account card, and for that, sir, we will need to take care of that, sir.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Hello, Sushir.
Hi, sir.
What is the meaning of this your name?
Sir, Sushir is my surname. In Marathi language, it is subdivided as Su plus Shir. Su means good and Shir means head.
Okay. So, as we all know that protest of farmer is in news since last election also, since last 5 years. So, how you relate these protests with our Indian polity and economics?
Sir, the currently ongoing farmers' protest is regarding the legal guarantee of MSP, and they have started this protest, in my personal opinion, with view of the upcoming Lok Sabha elections, and they thought that it is their best chance to get their recommendations, to get the heat from the current government. And economic wise, sir, I think giving legal guarantee to the MSP, it can cause a fiscal burden on the India's economy, and giving legal guarantee to MSP is not the panacea for agricultural sector. It has more structural issues, and we have to take care of that structural issues, sir.
What are the current policies of Government of India nowadays for farmers?
Sir, currently government is giving direct benefit of 6,000 per year under the PM Kisan Yojana. Secondly, for crop diversification, it has come up with modified integrated horticultural program. Thirdly, sir, it is promoting organic farming through various initiatives. At the same time, it has come up with oilseed pulses program for increasing their area under net sown area.
Okay. Then social media,
Yes.
and its impact. How social media is changing or affecting the perception of peoples about politics?
Sir, there are good as well as bad effects of social media, and I think more and more youth is getting aware and engaged with the social media, and they are generating interest in the politics. Like as our foreign minister has quoted that with more and more social media engagement, youth is taking interest in the foreign policy of India. So that is a plus point, sir. But at the same time, sir, there are negatives of social media. It propagates misinformation, and disinformation is also there, and the propaganda can be increased, sir. So we will have to take care hate crimes about that.
Okay. How stock exchange?
Sorry, sir.
Stock exchange's role in Indian economics. Can you define this?
Sir, I can't get your question, sir.
We have stock exchanges, share bazaar.
Stock exchange. Okay. Yes, sir.
What is their role in Indian economic system?
Sir, the stocks denote stock signifies the condition of India's economy and the markets. And if they are on the bull side, then we can attract more investment from domestic as well as the foreign sector, sir.